everyone. Welcome back to Quirky Pineapples. If you're new here, I'm Vina, a plant-based recipe developer and food blogger, and I'm back with another What I Eat in a Day. So I was on Pinterest and I saw this recipe for like a matcha yogurt bowl, and I didn't want to do like a sweet matcha drink and then make my regular yogurt bowl and then eat like a sweet bowl of yogurt. So I was like, oh, I might like mix it in and see how it goes and see how it tastes. So I just mixed together about a teaspoon of, which now that I think about it sounds like a lot of matcha, but about a teaspoon of matcha and about a cup of coconut yogurt. And then I just added some bananas, some blueberries, and some granola that I have on hand. Today's theme is using a lot of the things that I already have in my kitchen, and trying to keep the stove off because there's like a heat advisory today. So yeah, so I've never done this before, so I'm actually tasting it like this for the first time. So let's see if it actually is pretty good. It's not bad. It's really not bad. It's not my cup of tea. I think cup of tea, matcha. Get it? I think I'll stick to drinking my matcha, but I am gonna finish this up. But yeah, so come along with me today as I make my breakfast, as you've just seen, my lunch, my dinner. I do have a few little things to do today, so I might show you guys that. But yeah, like I said, we're going to try and use everything in the refrigerator today. Well, not everything in the refrigerator, things that I already have on hand today. Beat the heat a little bit by not having to turn on the microwave. And I'm going to try to check something off of my summer bucket list, because if you were with me last week, then you know that I did my whole summer bucket list. And so I'm hoping I can check something off of that today. And if I don't, it's okay. Then I'll at least work toward checking something off of the list. All right, I'll see you all back at lunchtime. All right, so it's lunchtime and I wanted to make something really simple, something really quick, and something that doesn't involve turning on the stove. So I am consulting my Rachel Amma's Vegan Eats cookbook, which I'm ashamed to say I've had this book for years now and I haven't really done any of the recipes, but there's this chive tofu spread that I've been wanting to try. And let me see if I can find a picture of it. I think I had it earmarked, but I can't find it. But the recipe is pretty simple. I think I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit and change it up just a little bit. But I really just want something simple. And I've been wanting to make a tofu cream cheese. So this one's sort of like a tofu cream cheese. And then I think I'm gonna go with that for lunchtime, just because I don't have a big appetite, and like I said, it's pretty warm. I'm trying to keep things really simple. And then I might sit and chat with you guys a little bit about the book that I'm reading, because that's a part of my summer bucket list, is to finish up one fiction book and one nonfiction book. I still haven't picked my fiction book yet. I'm still not quite sure. I have an idea, but I have to make it out to the bookstore, which I haven't done just yet. But I do have my nonfiction book. And so I'll probably chat a little bit about my nonfiction book. But yeah, so let's get started on making lunch because I'm actually pretty hungry now. It's time for a bit of a taste test. I will say, like, I tweaked the recipe quite a bit. I think I added a whole lot more nutritional yeast and probably a little bit more salt than it called for. But I think it's like, wow, chef's kiss. At least from what I tasted from the batch, but I haven't eaten it on the toast. And then, like, I had some heirloom tomatoes, and I thought that I had enough to where I could have at least two tomatoes on my toast, but only one of them seemed to be cooperating with me. So, all right, let's taste it all together. Mm. Oh man, that's really good. Like garlicky, and I just know tomorrow it's probably gonna taste even better when the chives really like set in. But it's really good. Um, I would replace like my cream cheese that I buy for spreading with this. Like I'd probably use like the cream cheese that I use for dessert still, but like this would be really good to have on like my bagels and toast and everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is really good. Mmm. Oh my. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enjoy that. And then, sorry. One of the things on my summer bucket list is to get some reading done because every summer I have like a book or two that I try to finish, but sometimes I have trouble. So I haven't found my fiction book just yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been reading um a series by, oh gosh, what's her name? Hold on. Let's see. I've been reading a series, and actually I guess technically I am already reading my fiction book. I started it before my summer break, but um and I haven't finished it just yet. Ooh, I have to finish it. I have 3 days left to finish it. But it is The Boyfriend Project by Farah Rashan. And I've read The Boyfriend Project is what I'm on now. I read another one. I can't remember the name of it exactly. I think it was called The Hookup Plan. That one was pretty good. And now I want to read the third one, but instead of listening to it as an audiobook, I think I might actually pick up the physical book to read it. Because then I can just like continue on in the series, even though I think I'm reading them out of order. But the stories match up, so it works just fine. So, my nonfiction book is Financial Feminist by Tori Dunlap because financial literacy is such an important thing. And so I've also been listening to this while I read it using like my public library app. But I purchased the book and I've just like tried to sit down and read it a couple of times and haven't finished it. But I really want to make sure that I finish it this summer. So I always like keep my little pen next to me so that I can take notes because it is meant for you to take notes in. Mostly because I'm just trying to improve like my financial knowledge. But yeah, so those are the books that I'm reading right now. And like I said, I think I'm going to get that third Farah Rashan book, but we'll see. And I hope I'm saying her name right. I think I'm saying her last name right. I'm thinking it's Farah Rashan. But yeah, all right, so I'm going to finish up my lunch and try to get some reading in. And then I'll see you guys back at dinner time. All right, it is time for dinner, and I am making my creamy orzo pasta salad, which I haven't made in a really long time, but I really, really enjoy it. And it's just a combination of like orzo and roasted veggies and like an herby creamy sauce that I like to put on top. So yeah, I am actually pretty starving now. I feel like lunch was a bit light, even though it had lots of protein, which is great. But I'm so very ready for dinner. And then I'm thinking after dinner time, I really, really would like to work on my coloring book because I haven't touched my coloring book since last summer. It's just been a really busy year. So after dinner, I think I'm going to do that. But yes, let's go ahead and get started on dinner. It's just as good as always. So this is my creamy vegan orzo bowl with all these like nice sauteed veggies and an herby sauce that I make for it. Like I said, I haven't had it in a while. I don't know why. Of course, I tried really hard not to turn the stove on today, but it happened anyway. But it's okay because I got a nice healthy meal out of it. And so now I'm just gonna like go and enjoy my delicious bowl of goodness and probably finish out the night doing some coloring because I promised myself I'd do some coloring today. All right. So I'm going to end the night here, enjoying my coloring book and my little night snack, which I'll talk about in just a sec. But I was really, really excited to find this Bob's Burgers coloring book. When we went to Portland, we went to Powell's bookstore, and I was so overwhelmed in that place that I really couldn't find like a book that I wanted. But then I spotted this Bob's Burgers cookbook, or not cookbook. Actually, they have one of those too, coloring book, and it is the most like the cutest thing ever. I think I've done one page, but I did it like last summer. But I really want to do a few more pages this summer. Both Husbandron and I work on it here and there, sort of when we're just trying to like relax and like de-stress and everything. And then I have like my little snack for the night, which is this. I have to show you the bag because it's a little strange. I really don't like kettle corn, so I don't really like sweet popcorn. But I kept seeing this watermelon hibiscus popcorn from Lesser Evil. And if you've been on my channel before, you know how much I love the Lesser Evil popcorn. It is just like, oh, it's so delicious. And then I found this one, which is this really funky flavor, which I thought we were really just trying it to see if we would like it. And I thought that it was going to not be so good, but it's actually really, really good. Now I want to try the pina colada one, even though I'm not a huge fan of like overt coconut flavor. But strangely, I don't know that this tastes a lot like watermelon, but it definitely has like the hibiscus flavor, which, like I said, you wouldn't think would be good on popcorn, but it really is good. So yeah, so I'm just going to end my night with my lovely coloring book and just try to relax and zen out. The summer is getting off to a really great start, and I'm really grateful for the time off. But I think that after all the work of the school year, I'm realizing that I need to get some actual rest this summer. So, thus the coloring book. But yeah, so thanks so much for joining me again today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. All the recipes will be linked below in the description, and I'll put my QR code like I usually do to help you out. If you've been riding with me this long, then I really appreciate you. I do see the comments, and I love interacting with all of you in the comments. And I hope that this video gave you some really good ideas on some plant-based vegan recipes that you can try out at home. I tried really hard not to turn on the stove, but I kind of had to when it came down to dinner. I'm determined to have like a complete 100% no stove day, but I just haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, so like I said, thanks so much for joining me again and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.